Have you ever dreamed of owning a home in Palm Springs that you can use for your vacations and also rent it out when you're not here? Kim Block and I are going to give you some ideas on how to make that happen. Neal here with fellow Palm Springs realtor Kim Block of the Rick and Kim Real Estate Channel. Both of us are here to help you find a vacation rental in Palm Springs for fun and profit.
The Palm Springs area is a great location to buy a vacation rental property. You can use it as a second home and bring in the rental income that helps offset some of the costs of ownership.
Palm Springs is also one of Airbnb's most popular destinations. That's because of the private homes, and they're very diverse and impressive.
Neal and I just sold this home to a couple that will be using it as their vacation home and sometimes a vacation rental.
Kim and I looked at lots of homes for our buyers until we found this one.
We took video tours of the homes and sent them to our buyers because they are from out of the area.
This home has all the qualities needed, and it's really in a great location.
And it's located in Palm Springs and has a great living space as well as a beautiful backyard with a pool, spa, and mountain views.
We have 9 cities here in the greater Palm Springs, Coachella Valley area, and each has its own rules and regulations regarding vacation rentals.
Some cities here do not allow short-term vacation rentals, and others do.
Yes, and most of the cities allow rental periods of 27 or 30 days and longer, and if the property is in an HOA community, it will have its own vacation rental rules and restrictions as well.
However, with a property in an area that allows short-term vacation rentals, you can really maximize your rental income compared to a longer-term rental.
Many people looking for a short-term vacation rental are coming here for one of the many events like the Palm Springs Film Festival, Modernism Week, the BNP Paribas Open, the American Express PGA Golf Tournament, and the many other events that take place year-round.
Many of these visitors would much rather stay in a nice home with their own private pool and kitchen than stay in a hotel. So the Palm Springs area is one of the top locations for vacation rentals.
So which cities allow vacation rentals?
Palm Springs allows short-term rentals and has a very good website that explains in detail what you can and cannot do with your vacation rental. For example, Palm Springs allows you to rent your home up to 32 times a year. Remember, some people stay a few nights, some people stay a week, and some people even stay longer.
Other cities that allow short-term vacation rentals are Bermuda Dunes, Indio, Desert Hot Springs, and Coachella, and also unincorporated areas of Riverside County.
Cities that currently don't allow short-term vacation rentals include Cathedral City, Rancho Mirage, and Indian Wells.
And La Quinta currently has a moratorium on any new short-term rental permits, and Palm Desert only allows short-term rentals in a very few areas.
The only exception is if the HOA allows short-term rentals.
So be sure to check the HOA rental rules, regulations, and restrictions if you're considering buying a home, because each HOA has different rules and regulations.
Remember, a short-term rental is anything 30 days or less, so longer-term rentals are allowed in most areas and HOAs.
Kim, you and your husband Rick own several short-term vacation rental properties, so how do you take care of them?
Well, you can either have an outside company manage your vacation rental, or you can manage it yourself. Since we live close by, we choose to manage our own properties.
Yes, so when considering your expenses, you need to include an outside property manager if you aren't doing it yourself.
Another thing to consider is the occupancy rate. The time of year, the kind of amenities that the property has, and its location are also factors.
Is there a good way for a buyer to analyze what the potential income from a short-term rental might be?
Yes, there are several websites that are available where you can put in an address and it will estimate your monthly income. One of my favorites is AirDNA. You can also use Airbnb Profit Calculator.
So how do you market your properties?
So we use both Airbnb and VRBO, and there are also other websites that you can use.
There's also a lot of things needed to make a really successful short-term vacation rental, such as amenities. What are the must-haves here in Palm Springs?
It needs to be very attractive. Have a pool, updated furniture, newer appliances, Wi-Fi, digital entry systems, and security cameras. And you want your place to look much better than the competition.
There are really a lot of benefits of owning a short-term vacation rental property.
Yes, if you rent out your home for more than 14 days per year, the property is treated very much like a rental property by the IRS. The HOA fees and the mortgage interest expensive have similar guidelines to real estate taxes when it comes to tax benefits and deductions. But be sure to check with your own CPA to see how it will impact your own personal situation.
So let's take a look at the pros and cons of a vacation rental property.
Buying a vacation rental property can provide a place for you to vacation while also offsetting some of your property expenses with rental income when you're not using it.
Short-term rental rates are usually higher than long-term rental rates.
Yes, and you can take advantage of all the deductions.
The property can appreciate in value.
And you can enjoy your vacation rental when you want to.
Now, here are some of the cons of buying a vacation rental property.
You still have to pay the expenses whether the property is rented out or not.
And if you don't manage the property yourself, you'll have to pay a property manager, and that makes the costs a little higher.
Without good marketing and planning, cash flow can be inconsistent, and off-peak season generates a lower per night price.
Because the Palm Springs area is a world-class resort destination, most properties here can yield high rents, but remember, it can still be seasonal.
The greater Palm Springs area does rent year-round because of all the events taking place here.
And remember, the property you're buying also needs to fit into your lifestyle and your vision.
Short-term vacation rentals are one of the best investments you can make.
So if you're thinking of buying a vacation rental, be sure to give Kim or me a call. We'll help you make that buying process as smooth as possible.
You really can buy a vacation rental for fun and for profit.
And Kim's done a whole other video on even more information about short-term vacation rentals here in Palm Springs. So let's watch it next.